Hi guys, welcome back to Becoming Urban Gypsy. My name's Tamara. This video is about I quit smoking 3 times. 3 times. 3 times a charm. I've learned. Number 1, I'm not afraid to ask for help. The first time I quit, I literally would be too afraid to tell my mom or my husband or my dad or anyone near me hey, I'm quitting smoking right now. I'm agitated AF. I need you to just go away. Or I need to change the subject. Or this is really pissing me off right now. I'm trying my hardest not to smoke. Can we please talk about something else? I was not afraid to ask for help and ask what I needed and communicate that. Same. And it has helped me. My mom, we were going on a walk. She was hitting a button of mine and I was getting frustrated. And I said that same thing and she changed the subject. She flipped it around and it was awesome. I continued with the walk with my dogs. I was no longer just wanting to smoke a cigarette because I don't know if you're like me, but when I quit smoking, when things would piss me off or I'd get hurt or upset, I'd be F it, I'm just gonna have a cigarette. Who cares? Who cares? I'm just gonna go buy a pack of smokes. And that whole who cares, just F it mentality, I really kind of reworked it and I realized whoever was pissing me off in the moment is basically letting them win. I'm letting the argument that we're having win. And it's winning my life. It's winning me just pushing the urge away and be no, not gonna do that, not gonna smoke. It's winning. And when I reworked that and kind of thought about that, I'm hell no. You're not gonna win. I'm not gonna let this little argument, this little sentence win over me. No, I'm gonna benefit from this, not you. So just rework things. Find out what your trigger is and rework it. Really dissect it and be what's happening here. So that really helps me on my journey. Number 3, a thing that really helps me is it only takes 2 to 3 days for nicotine to get completely out of your body. It's actually a really fast-acting drug. So think about that, 2 to 3 days. And that's what I found. Before I even heard that statistic, I realized it was the first time I quit smoking. I'm after the 3rd day, it's a breeze. It's not whatever, it's a breeze, you get the urges still, but it's nowhere compared to the first 3 days. The first 3 days, they're a little hard. Get over that hump. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the hardest things to quit, you guys. I'm not gonna sit up here and be dude, it's easy. It's so freaking easy. Your little, your little whatever, if you can't quit. I'm not saying the word for the algorithm. But it's the hardest thing to quit, you guys. If you're actually gonna quit and you're doing this, pat yourself on the back. That's freaking amazing. So many people don't even have that to say, and that is something to brag about. Yeah, I quit smoking. You should be proud of yourself. That's one of the hardest things to quit, you guys. So there's people who can't even quit coffee or quit watching TV. You quit smoking. Are you serious? That's commendable. So just remember that. Seriously. Yeah, but after those 3 days, it's a lot easier. And a couple tricks to get me past 3 days that I used. Honestly, I used my family. I'm gonna tell you how. I know I use my family a lot. So I did it over Christmas break. My aunt was there. My mom was there. And I really wanted to make them proud. I had just gotten out of the hospital for some heart issues. And I can go into that in another video. But some drug related issues. I just really wanted to make my mom proud. I wanted to have, give my mom an amazing Christmas. And I wanted to make my aunt proud. And then I was told that they would take me on a trip if I quit smoking. What? How lucky am I? Most people don't have, I'm so freaking lucky. that my mom said she'd take me on a trip if I quit smoking. Like, wow. And I didn't want to like pass up that memory. So I kind of used them. Like, I didn't want to let them down. So my ego, which your ego's not all bad, gets a bad rap. My ego like kind of stepped in and is like, yeah, we're not going to be we're not going to be shown at, like, we're not going to be, you know, looked down upon. We got this. Like, my ego kind of helped me. And honestly, I did pray. I prayed to God, and I prayed to my grandma and grandpa who used to smoke, and I asked them for their help. And I prayed. And I tell you guys, the third time I quit, this last time, which is like the time, it was so much easier. Like, I don't know if it was like I was just ready. Because people always say that, like, oh, you just gotta be ready, you just gotta be ready. Like, totally. Like, maybe I'm just ready. But this last time, it was so much easier than all the other times. Whether it's because I was just ready or because I prayed, I'm going to put that on the list. So, pray. Try whatever you believe in. Or ask for your ancestors to step in. Like, ask for help in the spirit and the physical realm. Spiritual and physical realm. Ask for help. They're all around us. I also called a quit smoking hotline one time. I just really wanted to smoke. And I was getting pissed off. And I called them and like they trying to talk me off the ledge, you know. I found that like if you call and just have someone to talk to, like during those tough times, like you'll get over that urge. The urge only lasts about 10 minutes. It's a scientific, like it's like scientifically proven. Your urge only lasts 10 minutes. So if you can just like distract yourself for 10 minutes, you'll forget about smoking. And yeah, the first 3 days, like you might have to do that the whole day, but you'll get through the day. And then the next day, and the next day. And then you're over the hump. So distract yourself. Another thing they said is citrus and cinnamon seem to help people in case studies. Like these are actual case studies, you know, done in colleges and like actual psychologists and analysts like looking at this. Like these are case studies. I don't have the specific case to list. But I'm sure if you Google, like, does citrus or cinnamon help people who are trying to quit smoking, a case would come up. These are actual case studies. And they found that actually, yeah, citrus and cinnamon help people a lot. So, like, after, you know, you find out what your triggers are. Mine are after meals. Like, I'm going to say right after I eat. And when I'm driving, I drive for a living. And, like, I have to drive down to Oakland. Terrible drive. And nothing against Oakland, it's just a really long drive and there's so much traffic and like I just want to smoke. So those are like my major two triggers. And then obviously stress. When something goes bad, just F it all, just go smoke. Like those are my 3 triggers. So yeah, they said citrus and cinnamon helps with those triggers. And just distract yourself. It will go away. Like I promise, your urge will go away. And don't let the cigarette companies win. You know, like, screw them. They like manipulated us and made these things so addicting. You're just giving them money. And it's just like, that's another thing. I don't want to give them money anymore. Like, I'm broke. I need money. Give me money. So, talking about money, that's my next little trick is every day I would have bought in a pack of smokes. I take that money and I smoked, I'm not going to tell you what I smoked actually, because that's probably going to hurt the algorithm, but I smoked organic cigarettes. They're gold. They're made in America, I think. American spirits. Anyways, I put, so they're $15. So I put $15 in a little jar every day. And I'm going to save that, and I'm going to buy myself something nice. Like, not just like, you know, a $30 thing. Like, I always say, like, I'm going to buy myself something nice. Like, maybe taking myself on my trip to Paris, with my couple thousand. Like, I think I did the math. I think it was like 4,000 or 5,000. Maybe it's 6. Like, a lot. Let me look. I'm going to look real quick. Math is not my strong point. But let's just do a calculator real quick. 15 times 360. 15 times 365, $5,475. That's some good Paris money. So much rather have that, right? Anyways, yeah, save your money, like show yourself like something that you're happy about. Like, oh my gosh, look at all this money I'm saving. On that last note, my last little hack or trick, there's this app called Quit Tracker app. Let's see if I can pull it up on Apple. I have an Android phone that I'm filming this video on right now. And it's a picture of a cigarette, like the no smoking sign. And what it does is it literally tells you like where your body is when you're, here it is. Let's see. Quit Tracker. Days since I quit. So, yeah, there's a lot of quit trackers. Like, the one I have on the Android store looks like a no smoking sign, but there's like a bunch of them. Quit smoking and sober, like it literally tells you how much money you've saved, which is freaking cool. And then yeah, so like the quit smoking now, it's like a picture of a heart on the App Store for iPhone. It tells you where your body is, like what's your reduced risk of heart disease, where's your body, where's your lungs been healing, like, and it tracks it. So that's pretty cool to watch too, because you can see like, oh, by day 3, like all of the nicotine's out of your body. Within 3 days, there's no more nicotine left in your body. I'm pretty sure I said that earlier. And women actually metabolize it faster than men for some reason. So it just kind of tells you, it's fun. Like it tells you where you're at. It kind of gives you another form of motivation. And it's hard enough. So take all the motivation you get. I'm just looking at my notes, making sure I hit all of my things that I want to say. And yeah, rewards. Your brain, like we tend to move towards rewards. We will go towards something that's rewarding versus punishment. So, like, give yourself a reward. Save up that money and buy yourself something nice. Don't just buy yourself like $100 pair of glasses. Like, get yourself something nice that you would never have been able to treat yourself to, because you just saved almost $6,000 in a year on smoking, and they didn't get that money. You kept that money. So buy yourself something nice. But I use licorice as a trick when I'm driving. I was looking at my notes and I saw licorice and I use licorice. She's like the girl who had the quit smoking phone number, which, you can just look online. I'm going to see if I can pull it up for you guys real quick, but you can pull up online and it is like a 1-800 quit smoking, hotline, smoking hotline. And they were super nice. And yeah, she's like, literally, so yeah, 988 is the help and crisis hotline, which I know you can talk to them too, because this is literally like, this is bad. But Kick It California is what it's called. Yep, it's a free smoking cessation program. They'll send you stuff if you want to do the patch. They'll do all that, talk to a quote, talk to a coach, a quit coach. Their phone number is 1-800-300-8086. So it's 1-800-300-8086. I called them, California. They have resources. She was willing to sit there and talk to me. So like, don't be afraid to reach out for help. And put in the comments if you guys are quitting smoking and you found any of these tips that I just listed off like helpful. Let me know which ones, and let's support each other in the messages, in the comments. So just if you guys are quitting, I'd love to hear like what's working for you and how long you've been, so we can help support each other. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.